Hey there, and welcome back to my channel. Tedra Chanel here. In today's video, I really wanted to talk about something that I think affects the majority of my audience, and that is your subconscious beliefs. I strongly feel as though there are a lot of people who aren't manifesting on a level in which they want to manifest because they don't understand how powerful and impactful your subconscious beliefs are. Okay, so I was listening to, well, first of all, we brought this whole video about, I've talked about this many times on my channel, but you know, there's a lot of newbies here. Maybe you didn't see my past videos on the subject, so we're talking about it again. But my 19-year-old daughter and I were having a conversation last night, and she basically said, we were talking about affirmations, and she had a particular question, and she was saying, well, I've said in the past, right? She's used affirmations in the past, and she used one, for example, she said, when I was in school, I would say that I'm going to pass this test, but I didn't pass the test. Why? Right? And I went on to explain to her why it probably did not manifest in the way that she said that it would, right? And it has everything to do with your subconscious beliefs. Now, I was watching this video earlier today, and there was this gentleman named Ty who referred to the subconscious as the basement. And I really love that analogy, probably because I'm a real estate agent, and anything that sounds like it pertains to real estate, I'm here for it, right? So he explained it in a really good way, but the way that I'm going to explain it to you all, my audience, is that it is true. The subconscious is like a basement in a home. Okay, so you have the basement, which is your first level. You have your second level, which is your main level, your living room, maybe there's a bedroom, dining room, kitchen, and then you have your third level, which more bedrooms, maybe a theater room, a game room. Y'all get where I'm going. So there are 3 levels to your house, right? Or there are 3 levels to your mind: your subconscious, your conscious, and your superconscious. Yes? Our subconscious minds actually run our lives. Okay, the majority of any battle in life, 90% of that battle is going to be or live within your basement, aka your subconscious mind. Right? Your conscious mind, which is your second level, where the living room is, that's only 10%. So the things that we are consciously aware of, that we are consciously thinking of and doing on a daily basis, that is just a small fraction of how we manifest, right? Yes, we do have to do some physical things sometimes to bring about certain manifestations, but the majority of the manifestations are done in our minds, right? And our subconscious mind determines what things manifest and what things do not. And here's the thing about manifestation that I've mentioned many times before, is that we are always manifesting, right? Just because we manifest good things and we manifest not so good things, right? But they're all of those manifestations, good or bad, are based on our subconscious beliefs. Okay, so let's go back to the basement. What does the average basement look like, right? This is why your affirmations don't work. All right, just pin that. But what does the average basement look like? It's dark, probably damp, it's full of crap, full of junk and dust, years and years of dust, and everything that we don't want to deal with on the second level, on the conscious level, we just kick it down the stairs and throw it in the basement. Right? When it comes time to unexpected company, somebody calls and say, hey, I'm right down the street, we're coming to visit, and your house is a mess, right? The quickest way to make everything look good, right, is to put it all in the basement. I'll deal with it later, right? And it just piles and piles on over time. Now, our subconscious mind is formed from age 0 to 7. okay, which is why most of us don't remember the first 7 years of our lives, right? We're mimicking things. We are basically doing what we see in our environments. We're doing what our parents do. It's the reason little girls, while my little girl's on the floor right now putting on makeup, because she sees me doing it, right? This is how our subconscious minds are formed. And I have always referred to it as a treasure chest, right? That treasure chest for the first 7 years of your life is open. And there are many, many things being piled into this chest or this basement over the course of 7 years. Once you hit 7 years old, the chest closes, there's a lock on it. The basement door closes and it gets locked, right? And because our parents didn't really know a whole lot about the subconscious or how the mind works, right? They're not really able to teach us that. Okay, so here we are living in model homes. Everything looks good, right? We make everything, we put on this facade. People walk into the second and third levels of our home and they're like, wow, this is really, really beautiful. But what they don't realize or what they don't know is what's really going on in the basement, right? There's mold growing on the walls, right? There's a stench because, again, it's damp. It's dirty, it's cluttered. Okay, what eventually is going to happen, this is where cycles come in, right, is that mold is going to creep up onto the second level walls and the third level walls, right? Those subconscious beliefs is going to rise to the top. That stench is going to rise to the top. The longer you don't deal with it, right, it's just going to pile and get worse and worse and worse, and eventually it's going to start to impede on or manifest on the second and third levels, your subconscious mind, right, in your reality, right? So if you don't like what your reality looks like, your current state looks like, it's because there's a lot of BS in the basement that you haven't dealt with. Okay, again, this is why affirmations don't work. So affirmations is equal to your second and third levels of your home being really, really clean, right? Beautifully clean, perfectly organized. It's affirmations, right? But the reason they don't work, the reason, no matter how much bleach you use, no matter how much Fabuloso you use, there's always going to be a stench on the top levels of your home because of what's going on in the basement. You don't want to deal with what's going on in the basement, but at the end of the day, if you want those affirmations to start to work, if you want the outside manifestations to look differently, you're going to have to deal with what's going on in the basement. The only way to replace a thing is to first make room for a thing. You cannot replace old beliefs with new ones because the old ones are still there. You have not cleared them out. The old beliefs are the ones that dominate, right? Because they've been there the longest. They have been there the longest. So they're the loudest. So when you're looking at subconscious belief that keeps your bank account in the negative and you're saying I am a millionaire, this subconscious belief is like, no you're not. Lies you tell, right? And it's very loud, right? This negative bank balance, because you have a poor relationship with money, you have a poor money mindset. When you say I am a millionaire, it's not working. It's not bringing forth millionaire habits. It's not bringing forth millionaire ideas, $1 million ideas. It's not happening. It's going to be the toughest to uproot, right? So if you think about this, put it a different way. Think about a tree that's been growing for however old you are. I'm 40. Think about a tree that's been growing for 40 years. Okay? And then you have a plant. It's just a seed, right? And it's been growing for maybe 6 months. The roots aren't strong, so you can easily pull that up. Whereas that tree that's been growing for 40 years, it's going to be hard as hell. You're going to have to bring in the big boys. You're going to have to bring in a demolition team to get that big ass tree uprooted and out of your garden of life, which I always refer to. So the 40-year-old tree is your subconscious belief. The new belief that you're trying to replace the old one with is this little puny ass plant, Which one do you think is going to win? Which one do you think is going to dominate? Another way I love to put it is side piece versus wife, right? There's a reason that man is not leaving his wife for the side piece, because he knows that this woman is going, she's been around the longest, right? She's been with him when he was broken, he was a nobody. She takes care of the house, she takes care of the kids, she takes care of the finances, she takes care of everything. So why would he get rid of the wife to go with the side piece who's just a bopper? When is the last time somebody said bopper? Lord have mercy. Would you get what I'm saying? Young Pharaoh would call her a bird. Lord have mercy. But y'all feel me? Like the wife is the old belief. The side piece is the new belief. Which one do you think is going to win? When you're just trying to put perfume on shit, right? It's still ish at the end of the day. So in order to uproot those limiting beliefs, what you're gonna have to do is go into the basement, put your big girl panties on, push up your sleeves, put on a face mask so you can breathe, and get rid of those old beliefs. That's the only way you're going to be able to reprogram your subconscious mind and start to manifest on a level in which you want to manifest. Now, these subconscious beliefs have been around, again, since you were a kid. So it's not going to happen overnight. All right? So I know you guys are like, well, how in the world do we start to uproot these limiting beliefs? Well, one of the main ways is via meditation. Now, I recently saw a video of Kobe Bryant talking about meditation, and I'm actually going to post snippets of it here on my channel because it's just so dope, right? We're going to talk about that in a different day. But meditation allows you to connect to the God that is within, because we are all gods, right? We connect there. There is where you can start to uproot those limiting beliefs. You go into a space and you start asking certain questions. You ask your higher self to reveal to you, because a lot of us don't. We may know, a lot of us don't, but we may know that there are limiting beliefs there. For those of us who do know, we don't know exactly what they are, but we do know that those limiting beliefs are creating these cycles in our lives, right? So because we don't know specifically where they came from, we don't know specifically what they are, when you go into a state of meditation, you are able to connect to your higher self, your godlike self, and ask your higher self. Your higher self knows everything, right? What are these belief systems that are holding me back? These are questions that you want to repeat in your mind during meditation. The answer may not come right then and there during the meditation, but the answers will come, right? You may see a billboard, or you may hear something on the TV or on the radio, or maybe you're scrolling on social media and you see the answer, right? That's what you want to do. I would say for the last time I checked, which has been some years ago, and I've said this before too, I basically have said all this before on my channel. Okay. When I checked, last time I checked was some years ago, like I said, it took 67 days to form a habit. I don't know what it is. Hey Alexa, how many days does it take to form a habit?
According to the Huffington Post, it takes on average around 2 months to form a new habit. It is important to remember that the amount of time it takes depends on the person and the difficulty of the new habit.
Right. Yeah, so she says around 2 months. Last time I checked, it was 67 days. It is no longer 21 days, right? That went out with Instagram, okay? Because there are so many things that keep us distracted in our lives, right? So about 67 days. So that's what I want you all to do, is to meditate. And for those of you who say, oh, I don't know how to meditate, or I tried it, it didn't work. How many times did you try it? Probably just once for maybe 30 seconds, right? You have to, meditation is a practice. It's like building a muscle. You're not going to go into the gym today, right, out of shape, right, untoned, and work out for 5 minutes and walk out buff. This is not going to happen. Same thing with meditation. This is something that you're going to have to practice over and over and over again. This is something that's going to have to be a part of your daily ritual, right? In order for it to be comfortable, right? Because a lot of us just aren't comfortable meditating. It's new, it's fresh, we don't really know what we're doing. So what I want you all to do is start with 5 minutes a day, minimally 67 days. 67 days asking the same questions, right? Write down about 3 questions that you want answered, right? What are my limiting beliefs that are what are the limiting beliefs that are holding me back? What can I do to change them? And let's see, what's another one? What are some habits that I need to create in order to replace these limiting beliefs? Whatever. Write down 3, whatever those 3 questions are for you. Write them down, and during your meditation, you're going to ask. Once you get into a certain point of meditation, and you'll feel it. I will be teaching a course on meditation here soon. I've been talking about it. Y'all have been asking. It is coming. Okay, I will be teaching that real soon. Probably going to be released in April, because next month I'm releasing the Homegirl Academy. But chill pill, it is coming. But once you get into a place in your mind that you are able to sit still, and you've connected to your breath, and your thoughts aren't as loud, right? They're always going to be there. They're not going anywhere unless you're dead. And even then, we're not really dead. We've just transitioned. So we're probably still thinking, but whatever, thoughts never go away. All right? Once you get into a certain point, and again, I can't tell you what that's going to feel like, but you'll know. The more you meditate, you'll know what that point is. You'll know when you fully connected to your higher self. Am I focused? I feel like I was out of focus, right? Then you want to start asking the questions. You want to repeat. Repetition is how we reprogram, right? You want to repeat the questions over and over again. You want to repeat or say one question, whatever it is, and then you want to pause, connect to your breath again, and listen. Right? You can even take one question per session. Let's do that. For especially if you're newbies at this, one question. So what are the subconscious beliefs? What are the limiting subconscious beliefs that are holding me back? Or what are the limiting subconscious beliefs that are keeping me from manifesting the things that I desire? You ask that question, you pose that question, and then you go into your meditation. Stay connected to your breath. Keep that question right here, the forefront of your mind, right? And listen for the answer. Again, it may not come in a 5-minute meditation. It may not come in a 60-minute meditation. But the more you meditate, right, the answers will come, right? Again, maybe not in meditation, maybe just in your everyday life, you'll start to see things will start to become clearer to you, right? Another way that I like to look at meditation, and then I'm going to end this because of course I've talked for almost 20 minutes. Meditation allows you to see the bigger picture. This is why meditation is so important. There's vacuuming going on. I'm at the office, can't help it. Hopefully you guys can still hear me, right? But meditation allows you to see the bigger picture. So imagine you standing in the middle of Times Square. I've never been to Times Square. I've never been to New York, but I know what it looks like because it's always on TV, right? It's always in movies. It's where the ball drops, whatever. We have an idea of what it looks like. So you're standing in the middle of Times Square. There are people, seas of people all over the place. There are these big television screens with all these, you know, advertisements and movie trailers and stuff like that. Everything's really bright and colorful, right? You're standing right there. You can only see what your eyes can see. You can only see a piece, the piece in which you stand in the middle of Times Square. That's all that you can see, right? But then imagine yourself going into a state of meditation where you are ascending, all right, and then you end up at the top, the tip top of the tallest building in Times Square. Now how much are you able to see? You are able to see for miles, right? North, east, south, west. You are able to see so much more of the picture because you have ascended and you are sitting on the edge of the tallest building in Times Square, right? So you're able to see even more people, cars, buildings. You are able to see so much more because of the ascension that meditation allows or brings forth, right? That's the power of meditation. If you are, what I would like for you guys to do is ask yourself, do I want to see just a piece of the puzzle, or do I want to see the whole goddamn puzzle at the same time? That's what meditation does, right? And that's the power. Meditation allows you to start to uproot. There are many things that you can do, many exercises that you can perform to uproot your subconscious beliefs. But meditation, I'm telling you, it is the most in my opinion, the most powerful one, right? Because meditate, it just does so much. It not only allows you or helps you to uproot those limiting beliefs and replace them with limitless ones, but it also can restructure your body on a cellular level. It can heal your body from different ailments. It brings about clarity and reduces brain fog, right? It brings about energy that you never even knew that your body possessed, right? Meditation does so much. It is so powerful. I wasn't even really trying to talk about meditation today. I really just wanted to focus on the uprooting, but hey, when spirit says say this, that's what I say, right? So anyway, I'm going to end this here. So to wrap this all up, if you are not manifesting on the level that you feel like you should be manifesting on, it's because you are dealing with a lot of shit in your basement, right? And it is time to clean out your basement. Okay? Stop putting it off, because it's only going to get worse. That's it. That is all. So I hope that this video helps. I hope that it brought about some insight, some clarity on the process of uprooting limiting beliefs, and also the power of meditation. Probably next Monday or maybe sometime this week, I'm going to put up the video with Kobe Bryant and him talking about meditation. But anyway, before you all leave, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, let's start the conversation down in the comments. I will see you guys in the next one.